welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to pop on here to give a quick update of the status of Sakizo and everything. I will be posting an update about my time at MegaCon as a guest and as a judge for the costume contest. So I will be putting all that together soon. It's just not going to be this week. I took this week to recover from MegaCon and refocus on Sakizo. So I will get that put together. I did not record that much video for it because I was incredibly busy. I had many people come up to my booth. Thank you so much for visiting. It was wonderful talking to you all. I will say my duck army is growing. Thank you to everyone who surprised me with ducks at my booth. Thank you so much for all of those. It's like I can't express how touching it is that people have given me ducks. So anyway, with that, I'll go ahead and hop onto my update with Sakizo. But of course, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this from me, and if you have any questions or comments, put them down in the comment section below, and I will answer them as I can. So with that, let's hop on into it. Not too much to update on Sakizo because of MegaCon. However, I did wind up bringing my flower smocking to MegaCon and worked on it at my booth, which wound up being a wonderful talking piece. I had lots of people come up to me and ask me about what I was doing, which was really fun. Think about it being a conversation piece. I just had a lot of work to do, and I figured I'd be sitting at my booth for quite a while, so it would be smart to bring something to work on, and I did. And now I think for all future guestings, I'm going to use that time to continue working on whatever it is I'm working on, if I'm able. It just so happens that I was in a good spot for some hand sewing, so that worked out for me, but I'm not sure it'll work out every time. But it was a lot of fun. We calculated I had 432 flowers to smock, and I needed to complete 12 rows of 12, I think, every day to finish it by the end of MegaCon, except for the Saturday because I was wrapped up in the contest all day. However, that didn't happen. I was just so busy. So I was still working on the smocking this week. I am happy to say that I did complete over 300 smocked flowers, because after holding it up to the dress and deciding where I want to put it, I did realize I did not need to do the entire 4 yards of fabric, but I haven't cut off the excess fabric yet because I don't quite trust myself just yet. So I have left that just in case, because I do not want to have to sew a piece of fabric onto the smocking. You'll see the seam line. So right now I am currently putting all of the little gems into the middle of the flowers and adding a reinforcing stitch to everything. So hopefully I can get that finished by the end of the weekend. I'm only doing 7 flowers up rather than the full 12 in the row because there's going to be another skirt that goes over this, and I just felt like it was a waste of materials to bring those gems all the way up. So we're only doing 7, and I'll put it on and see how it looks, and if I need to do more, I need to do more. And I also took in the top by pleating some of it together so that it fit the curvature of the skirt. So it's all coming together. And if I can get these buttons finished, then I will sew this onto the skirt. I'm getting very close, and I'm hoping next week to completely finish this part of the skirt. And then I am actually going to sew this waistband into the waistband of the underskirt, the one that has the white ruffle on it. And that way I'll treat them like one skirt when I wear it, because there's 4 layers of skirts on this costume. And I didn't want to put on 4 individual skirts and then have to worry about things potentially shifting when I wear it. So I'm just going to put these 2 together, and then the top 2, the panels, and then this gathered skirt together into a waistband. So I'll deal with 2 skirts rather than 4. I think that'll work. And then I'm going to put some tack stitches around them to sort of hold them in place so they don't, twist a little bit while I wear it. My cat is doing great. I believe I said that in my last video. She's super happy to be out of her cone. She is free of her isolation during her healing process. So now I can start on the embroidery again. I have 2 of the second panel finished, so I need to do the third. So I'm going to go ahead and start up my embroidery machine today and try to crank out as many of these as possible. I can probably get 1 or 2 done today depending on what else I need to do throughout the day, and I'm going to finish up the smocking. So fingers crossed this all works out. So I feel like I'm in a good place. I am behind according to my plan, but that's okay. I'm going to try to make up as much time as possible. I'm sort of leaning towards doing Draculara for Dragon Con. There's some things I want to do for Ravinia. I finally want to finish her, and I'm thinking about entering her into MomoCon or Tampa Bay Comic Con. think that she's necessarily like 100% competition worthy. I just think it'd be really fun to wear her across the stage as a competitor. So perhaps I will be going that route. I don't know. There's just so much I want to do, and there's not enough time to do it. Contest-wise, for the crown, I am eyeing New York City Comic Con at the end of the year, this year, if I can finish Sakizo, but I really don't think I'll have her finished by the end of the year, so I'm kind of eyeing C2E2 in the spring. So that might be where I enter Sakizo. It's good when I'm making something as big as Sakizo that I'm putting so much time and effort into making as perfect as possible. It's good to take breaks from it and do something else, otherwise I can burn out. So like stopping and working on Draculaura, or maybe something smaller that's a little quick, it just helps keep me going. So it just really depends on how I feel. So we'll see. I have a feeling when I'm done with this skirt, I'll want that break for Draculaura, and I'm hoping to be able to pull that off in just a couple of months or so, and then I can get back to working on Sakizo for a little bit, and then I may need a break again. So we'll just see how this year goes, but I'm very happy to be back and actually working. I'm not planning on guesting the rest of the year unless I can get in at GalaxyCon St. Louis, which is my hometown, and I would love to go guest at my hometown because that would be phenomenal. So I know this was a very quick update. A lot just hasn't happened given MegaCon. And then I am actually heading out to visit a friend at the end of next week, so I'm going to lose out on the weekend. So we'll see if I can get that MegaCon video put up by Wednesday so that it can be up on Thursday. It may just be another quick update until I can actually focus on putting that video together. I do still have a Wicked video I want to put together and all these other things I've pre-recorded, so we'll just have to wait and see what I can put together, but more to come on that. I do want to say a little bit about Joann's real fast. It sucks that they're closing, and I think they're closing every store in my location. So I am incredibly upset about it. Joann's, I don't shop there I shop there enough. They were not the cheapest, but they had things that they were staples in what I do. They had my favorite 4-way stretch. I often bought thread from them when they would have it on sale. It's not worth it when it's not on sale, but when it was on sale, it was great. But it was the only fabric store I have. That's it. And it would take me an hour to get there. And now it's gone. And I don't have another fabric store in the area, so I have to only shop online. And it sucks. Yes, I will be going in and purchasing things as they go on sale. Their liquidation sales are not like super great right now. Their fabric is like 20 to 30% off, which is their standard sales. So I'm not too keen on picking up any fabric. Most of the other stuff is like 20% off, like their art supplies. But their thread was 40% off, which is not a bad deal for Joann's. And they have my favorite kind of thread, which is Gutermann. So I did go in and purchase quite a lot of thread for my next 5 or 6 builds, so I am set on thread for that. But I do want to give some recommendations for everyone else who also no longer has a fabric store to go to. I did post this in my last video, but just in case you didn't see it, I highly recommend Fabric Wholesale Direct for things like bridal satin, canvas for making corsets, cottons. Their velvet is really good. It's called micro velvet there. Stay away from them for their twill. It's not good. Be careful for their cheap satins. It's like costume satin, but the bridal satin is fine. It's not the best quality, but it's fine. I like it a lot because it has a nice stiffness for my Sailor Moon costumes. I really enjoy Mood fabric. They are more expensive, so I don't buy a lot from them, but their taffeta is phenomenal and their satin is phenomenal. It's $10 a yard. Though the good news is every time you order from them, they do send you a 10% coupon in the package, so you can use that on your next order. All the satin in Sakizo is from Mood. Highly recommend, and they have like 46 colors to choose from. Same thing with the taffeta, whereas Fabric Wholesale Direct is limited in colors and they're often sold out. For corset making supplies, I enjoy corsetmakingsupplies.com or Farthingales. They have excellent coutil. If you can find it on there, sometimes they do like an error sale where something got a little damaged, like some of the fabric got a little damaged or there's a pin mark. You can get it for a little cheaper, but they have great quality coutil. They have great boning and all the other things. It's a little pricey, but I think it's worth it. Farthingales is in Canada, so importing it might be a bit weird for the next few years, so I have no idea how that will be impacted, but just so you know, they are in Canada, but I really do love Farthingales. Oh, I also only buy my cotton twill from Corset Making Supplies because that is the best cotton twill I've ever found so far. But Mood and Fabric Wholesale Direct are two great resources for getting fabrics online. Make sure you order swatches, and it sucks. It's going to extend your timeline probably, but at least we still have those for now. Prices will probably be going up because I think most of them manufacture their fabrics outside of the country, so keep that in mind as well. It all kind of just sucks. But with that, I'm going to hop off and actually go do the work I said I was going to do. And with that, if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit subscribe if you want more content from me. If you have other fabric locations, like fabric stores online or near you or whatever, feel free to post them in the comments below for everyone. We need to come together as a community to help support everyone while we adjust to what the future is going to bring. I hope you're all well and happy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!